Welcome to the Golden Feather. Grab a pint, a plate, and pick your seats. Your hosts, Vertek and Chibi Bree, are back from their latest adventure.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Golden Feather. Today is episode 65, and it is January 29th of 2021, and a lot has happened today. Yes, sadly, Wuthering Mist was supposed to be here, but I think we missed time zones or communication. So yes, actually that was Faisal's voice. So usually our third guest would be here, and it would be Wandering Mist, but we are going to work to get him on next week. But in the meantime, I still have the lovely Vertek. Would you like to join? We can pop you on real quick.
Yeah, I was going to throw out the invite to anybody who wanted to possibly join us so we could get somebody on. Hear another lovely voice besides ours.
I've been crying. Oh, no. That's a bit snotty. Oh,
Is it because there's going to be water damage when you fall from the game, so you can't just jump off of really high cliffs and enjoy the leap of faith?
Let me just say, when they did that, I cringed and my stomach did like a little lurch, and I audibly went as they fell, and I was like, I can't do it, but I'm still holding my breath. Yeah, very real.
Well, yeah, let me go ahead and send you over a linky link then.
Yeah, let me get things. Please bear with us as we change it up real quick. I will also edit the stream to say featuring Z. Let me shove my headset on. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I hate that. My suggestion is only have the damage when it's off of a ship. Okay. Why only off of a ship? I think reality-wise, jumping from any height could cause water damage to you physically. And at least if you jump from crazy heights, it's not going to actually kill you in the game, but at least give you damage, unless you're low enough in health, like I usually am.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm okay with water giving damage when you fall from really high heights, but it shouldn't be something crazy.
Okay, I'm admitting Z right now.
Okay.
But you may be able to hear
ears.
her, but you may not be able to see her, just as a heads up. And we are being shifted.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Am I really loud?
Yes. It's all good. I don't know. Let me fix this real quick.
All right, I can kick my volume up a little bit, and you can just turn us both down.
Okay. Well, I have to fix the video first, so give me.
Okay.
And then I have to grab Z's little contraption.
And then reset the name and all sorts of fun stuff. See what you're doing. You're breaking everything, Z.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
So how have you been?
I've been really good, actually. I started a new diet at the start of the year. Yeah, so I'm like a really healthy person now. I now exercise daily, which is absolutely shocking, I know, but this is probably the latest that I've been awake since Christmas. So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So since staying up and looking for presents.
Yeah, I'm so old that past midnight is too much for me right now.
Oh
my gosh.
But how are you two?
Oh my gosh.
Is there anything you need to tell me? Any good news?
We're doing pretty well.
Not the news you're looking for. Not the news you're always looking for. No.
Gutted. I ask you every time I'm on. I think I've been on 3 or 4 times now, and I ask you every time. So,
You're like, are you guys pregnant?
Yeah, because we say, hey, we have good news. We have big news. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the one.
This is the one. All right, hold on. I'm going into...
Hey there, Woodchip and BCG and Air. Welcome to the show this week. Oh, nothing BCG. We're expecting one guest though today, and ended up Z came along, so we're filling the spot with her. Because she was like, I want to be on. We have no faces. No, I am just necking down. That's a bit all.
Give me 2 seconds.
That's all you need.
I'm almost finished with him.
Ooh, and you can see my fancy Fitbit. Ooh.
You guys have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it was
did.
very chill.
Yeah, I mean, obviously very chill. We couldn't really go in a whole bunch of places, but you know, it is what it is. Spend time with, mom and dad, and that's about it.
Did you have good food though? That's probably just as important. Did you eat well?
Always good food.
And that's all I want to know.
Yeah, if I'm around, there's always going to be good food, either because I made it, which is not often the case, or because I rummaged it up from somebody else's makings and efforts.
Fixed it.
I do that more often.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Woodchip. 22 months. Oh my goodness. We are 2 months from 2 years.
It has been a long time, sir. Oh,
it has
Lordy.
indeed. Let me fix Z's name tag.
Just for the next.
That's hiding.
Oh, see, he's only subscribing for the next.
Yes.
And now we've gotten rid of the next, basically.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I had to. There we go. Now they know who the cat is.
Catbird.
No.
It's a cat angel. Oh my gosh.
Catbird.
Catbird.
No, it's not a cat angel. Get it over there with the peacock.
Get over there with the peacock. So, question. Did you see, since I'm older than a cat person, Z, I'll have to go to bed. Aw, well, have a good night. I know it's quite
late. Hey,
late
thanks
today.
for stopping by.
But,
you get good rest.
There we go. Perfect. So, did you watch today's live stream?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
So we were going to have Wondering Mist on, and you guys can totally look into his videos. But one of the videos that he did was on newcomers to Ashes of Creation, and how the website can be quite confusing for them. But also, one thing that was mentioned today on the live stream was updates for the website. So that's pretty exciting. I believe Margaret said that she was wanting an update to the website since she got there.
I think anybody who has anything to do with what the company looks like facing everybody else probably wanted a new website since they came on board.
Yeah, and I'm not going to give away the full video. There's a lot more information there, but basically the synopsis was that for newcomers, the current website was very confusing. And that's one of the things that they're aiming to fix. They're prioritizing account systems over and game development over the website. And that's why it's not going to be launched until about February. But she showed us some new sneak peeks, and I will grab photos of that in a little bit. But basically, there's going to be new login and connections with Google, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Discord, etc. It may not launch initially with the website, but it is planned to be implemented. There's also a nice, they have it segmented out through the mockup with the video section, better laid out accounts page, new sections, etc. They just want the website to be more clear and obvious on where you're going.
All I really care
excited.
All I really care about is I want to be able to log into the website and be able to access the main website and my account and the forums and the store without having to log into all of the above separately.
Right. I agree. I will go ahead and back up to that part for you, Sunfrog. Give me just a second. I'll swap us over to the video section so that people can see.
That's video.
Video. And I'm going to mute them.
It looked good and it sounds functional.
Yeah.
So you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, there's also, let's see.
Twitch. There we go. All right. I'm going to swap us over. Okay, here we go.
This.
So, let me actually back it up a little bit. All right. Well, there's a little bit of them running around in the world on the mount, but wood chip. I think you can reach her off of like our Discord. I think she has more information there as well, but I'm gonna just pause it right here. I know it turns dark, I'm sorry, but basically they have it where it says experience an MMORPG where everything is permanently impacted by your actions. Explore, trade, build, and let the world take form. From your imagination through your will and into everyone's reality. What you create will be the cornerstone of the next explorer's ambition. And it doesn't have any information on apocalypse. It doesn't have any information on other things. It's very clear. I can see where I'm supposed to go for what. I think it's laid out really nice UI-wise. Especially the giant register now. And then the little red pop-up underneath saying that, Ash's creation is currently in pre-alpha. You must have an alpha 1 key to access current game during designated playtest times. And yeah. So what do you guys think, just from the way that this looks? Any initial reactions or thoughts?
Well, I think it looks nice. Outside of that, it's really hard to say what a website's going to function like just by how pretty it is. But because I think the current site looks pretty sharp too. It's just it doesn't perform well and do lots of good stuff together. It doesn't play nice with itself.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It looks good. I just hope it functions as I hope it will function, which I'm sure it will. Mm-hmm. It's being worked on.
Single sign-on is big for me. Single sign-on is really big for me.
And speaking of single sign-on, I really enjoy that they have this area where it says already have an account, sign in at the bottom. That's the part that's being cut off by my screen share. But you have your username. You can subscribe to the newsletter. Basically, anything that you prefer to sign on with, you can. I'm kind of nerding out about this a little bit because this is stuff that I've studied for the last year or two on my own free time. And I know how to set up stuff like this. So I'm like, ooh, this is really exciting. I know that what goes into the back end of all of this. And it looks really sleek in my opinion, especially for this screen right here, which is like a sign-on area or making your account. Sunfrog says, I like it. I hope there's media kits in the media section, logos, images, and backgrounds. I agree. It'd be nice, especially for us when we're making videos and such, where basically you have you want to like credit the logo and everything. You have their content and you want to put up like the most up-to-date version. I got bothered by Vertex video. I'm up here and he's down here. He's pulling a phasal right about now.
And I didn't even do it. I had no control over it.
I'm sorry. I think that's a little bit better.
But yeah, Sunfrog. I think they're actually going to be putting together like fan site kits at least. Media kits. I hope they have at least like some really good screensavers and not screensavers, wallpapers rather.
Ooh, yes.
Oh yes. That would be nice.
Do you guys remember when Ash's Post put out their wallpaper kit?
Do I remember that?
Oh yeah.
I remember that, yeah. Because I helped.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah, because it was run by Checkmate, which was the guild that I was a part of.
Oh, right. Okay. I didn't realize you helped. Yeah, my favorite thing was the cleric one. I had that as my background for months. So.
And yeah, I noticed that same thing there, Woodchip. There's no real spot for a referral code. That makes me curious if there is maybe the next thing after you hit sign up has referral code, or if because there are so many snafus with the referral code stuff, if they're going to let you retroactively apply it at least for a certain amount of time.
She did say it was all fake information, didn't she, as well? So you don't know if they've just not put it up or if there's just
Also, I think, as I pause this real quick, I think even with the other one, like the referral code took you to the login screen, but it attached on the back end the referral code.
Yeah.
Like a cookie of some sort, for example, where it just like held on to like the secret code. And then as you created your account, it just attached that right away. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's always a tricky kind of thing to do it that way, though.
Fair. Yeah, I agree.
If I send somebody a referral code and they visit it on their phone and then they go and actually sign up on their desktop when they get home, then suddenly I didn't refer them because the code wasn't attached.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. Yep.
Didn't think about that. So I liked this section right here where it shows the latest news, and then it says view more, and there's like 3 cards up there with like a read more, a little preview, a little bit of an excerpt for the title. It's really nice. I think it's very crisp and very clear. It's well organized, in my opinion. Going down to the key features, it talks a little bit more about the open world, risk versus reward. It's like, I don't know, the cards and the colors, it just feels more cohesive. It feels like it's laid out in a much easier, manageable way.
Still no nodes 3.
Right? Latest videos section down here. And then all the way at the bottom is like a subscribe to the newsletter, and then the all the areas. It's a myth. It is a myth. I agree.
Newsletter. Nobody wants more information on that game.
And then
wow,
it's practically old news.
Get out.
Oh my goodness. And then there's like your career is about, support, contact us, press, blah, blah, blah. So I like that stuff's down there. And if you go and watch Wondering Mist video, he did make out a couple of good points about the FAQ section and stuff like that. But overall, I feel like it's really nice because your support and account area is separate from the rest of the menus. So just, you know where to look for it. And hopefully this will work better on mobile, because if I don't have my screen maximized the way it is currently, sometimes I like to take my browsers and like split this screen in half, where like one browser is over here and then another window's over here. And sometimes that's messed with the functionality of the website they have currently. So my hope is it's a little bit more reactive in terms of that.
Oh my gosh.
I have a question about what you just said. Did you mean mobile?
Well, there's mobile, but
mobile.
No.
I'm just taking the Michael. It's fine. I'm just taking I'm just making a joke.
Oh, okay.
I've confused you. I'm sorry.
No, all good. Zoomer first world problems. Well, actually, it's more something I worry about because, again, I've spent the last 2 years studying all of this, and reactive web development is an important one. So, yeah. It's more like, hey, that's an important feature. You should probably have it. And I think they're probably going to add it.
Oh, yeah. I bet you. So,
sorry, you go.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm going to be steering I'm going to be steering to something completely different, so you may as well cap it off.
I was just going to say, anything that we can think of, they will probably add.
Yeah. No, you.
Eventually, at least. No, you. So based on something Woodchip said, right? Still no nodes 3. It's just a rare achievement. Now, Steven said there's going to be achievement system in the game, right? There's going to be some kind of achievements and things you can earn. What if, bear with me, what if when 3 nodes hit Metropolis stage, at that point someone gets a stamped dated achievement, nodes 3?
Oh my goodness. God. What a perfect idea.
Everybody with an account active at that point gets a stamped and dated nodes 3 achievement.
Oh my goodness.
Nodes 3 is finally released.
We finally got nodes 3, guys.
Finally get nodes 3.
I think you just exploded some minds over here.
I like it. I like it.
Here. All right. So the other thing I wanted to note, and this is mainly because of my wallpaper currently that you guys see right above us, that is that they mentioned that they were looking for somebody to re-shade the ocean which is also part of the video where they're talking about fall damage. So you are a genius.
I thank you. I thank you. I'll be here all night.
So the cool things I'm thinking of are like the ocean already looks good, but I can't wait to see how it looks even better. And I'm aware I have not swapped out the new cosmetics. I will swap them out for next episode. Sorry about that. I know, like gasp. The purple set needs more airtime, in my opinion. It's pretty. It's cute. And very paladin-like for tech. So
once again, I don't think
very paladinish llama.
Yes.
Yeah. Did they even? I don't think they've put up any new cosmetics yet.
Oh, maybe they just announced it, and I just assumed that because they announced the new cosmetics coming for next month that they've put them up.
Yeah, they were just mentioning that it's going to be switching over on the 10th. So
got it. All right, so
like next week.
I'm not in trouble. Yay! I was like, I'm going to be in trouble stream.
I'll suck back in my gasp.
Phew.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sunfrog. But hey.
The Sunfrog on high alert. Wait, what? I missed him.
Cosmetics, go. Okay, yes, February 10th is when they're swapping over. They just haven't released it yet. Okay. I'm used to, by this point, when they tell you there's new cosmetics coming out for the next month, that they've already, like, put out some of them. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't do it. Okay, but before we get them, yeah, we do usually get a preview, and they didn't do that yet. Yeah, that's fair.
Nothing. Not even a single one.
Before we get to that point, though, do you guys think it'll be lover related like last year with the lover's ring and stuff like that?
Ooh.
You know, the last time I tried to bet that there was going to be some kind of a holiday / time of the year tie-in was last year around the time where I swore there was probably going to be something like dwarvish or green around April, and it was definitely not dwarvish or
it was
or
red
happy.
And death.
It was
like
red and
I remember this.
So I'm gonna refrain from making any predictions on this and say there might be
a dwarf ranger cherub costume. I like it.
Can you guess first, Vertec? Because then I will just go complete opposite of what you said. So you pick. You go first. What do you think it's going to be?
You know what? It's probably going to be something very woodsy and naturey.
Okay, I'm going to guess like space sky. Because I couldn't think of the opposite of woody and naturey, so I'll go with
oceany.
Like galactic and space. Oh, oceany. I will go with oceany. I retract my first guess, and I will go with oceany. Yep. That's definitely a word, by the way. I haven't just made that up. Ocean-ish.
Oceany. Oceanish.
Yep.
Oceanish. Ocean oriented. I say it's going to be mossy, so it combines the two of yours.
Look at you trying to play middle ground.
Wow.
There are no gray areas in right and wrong.
Oh, there's going to be a mushroom.
Ooh.
Mushroom.
There's going to be a mushroom on it somewhere.
You know, how about the stuff that they did show us with like the little flowery things during the stream? How about those? Yep. What if one of those ends up being because it was really big? What if it ends up being a mount? That'd be neat.
Flower pet. I feel like it's something that's gonna like jump up and attack me. Kind of like the first one that is a flower, and then you go to try to harvest it, and then it's really just like a lantern.
Oh yeah.
But those bookshelves are majestic. I wish I had those bookshelves.
Guessing angely, huh? Angelish. I don't know. You know, I think the only angel-like stuff that we've bumped into so far is like the angel and demon skin or whatever it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
Any in-game art for that at all. Not even like concept, but work in progress.
There is that one mount that's kind of similar. I think it's not like an angel, but like its wingspan and the type of wings it has reminds me of an angel. But like the purple mount with the double wings, it's really pretty. I think they showed in this video.
a flower shop building skin, that would be awesome.
Ooh. For
Like
those of us that enjoy, yeah. For those of us that enjoy picking flowers and selling them for your herbal needs or your garden.
You shouldn't pick wild flowers.
Why not? It sounds fun.
A rosy, thorny staff accessory.
There you go. Yep, like
I'm still gonna go with oceany.
Oceany. Okay.
Okay.
I also like that they are adding more furniture to the environment art. We haven't seen that in a little while. The rugs are interesting. I like that there's different sizes and shapes of them. Sorry, my dog.
You know my favorite part about the rugs?
They made them?
Is it the part where you can scrunch it up and make it messy?
No. In APOC, every single rug in the entire map had a wrinkle in it. The rug was not flat on the floor. And it triggers me to this day that the rugs were all wrinkled. And I'm so happy that these rugs these rugs actually look flat. So I am super, super hyped about these rugs.
Yeah, I was a little upset over that too. I was like, what is up with these rugs? And like, it's funny because your character would like rise up a little bit on top of the wrinkle.
They say yes.
So when we have the Golden Feather Tavern in game, it's got to have some wrinkly rugs.
Oh, no.
It hasn't. It really does not have to have wrinkly rugs.
I think that might be a feature that we list in the menu for the tavern rooms.
Come and see our wrinkly rugs.
Yeah, wrinkled rugs.
Have your OCD triggered every time you look around.
Hey, if they're going to sit there and spend more time trying to figure out how to get it to flatten out, then so be it.
Oh yeah, they might buy more beer thinking about the wrinkle. That is genius.
I'm okay with it.
Is this an arena? I don't think it's an arena. I think it's a little node development in the jungle.
Yeah, I think it's like
biome.
a little villagey thing or something.
It's really pretty.
I don't think they really said. I think they just said it's a tropical biome stuff and things, and look at it. It's pretty. And it looks like slave pens right there. Looks like little cages for maybe animals. I don't know.
Are we gonna slave some kobolds?
Yes, make them mine for us. Get the gold.
Take Condor.
Look at the size difference. Like, here's being you, and here are these giant flower things that I'm just like. If you look in the middle of the flower, it looks like a snail flower with all the little antennas coming off.
Oh, like his his antenna.
Antennae.
Yeah, the only thing that I cannot unsee with this picture, okay, this is going to sound really picky, but the first flower is purple, and then like the trunk is blue, kind of like a lower tiered color.
Yeah.
The middle one is like pink, and then it goes to red. The next one is orange, and then the tree is purple. Explain this to me.
Maybe it's more poisonous and noxious, and it's supposed to be dissonant in coloring.
Or maybe the trunk of the purple one should be pink.
Beware.
So it goes in a circle. But it's kind of interesting because the trunk of the purple one's blue, and the trunk of the pink one's orange. The trunk of the orange one is kind of pinkish purple, so somewhere in the middle. But like, it looks like those two are meant to go together.
Purple blue is a loner. He doesn't want to combine with anybody.
Indeed. But
I'm like the person version of the first flower.
Yeah. Then they were talking about character development and like the change in armor as you level. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, because again, this is something that Wandering Mist had talked about, was like we talked about on the show multiple times, is the spell designs. So as you level, your spell should level with you. I feel like they should apply that same idea. Granted, we're still in pre-alpha, so maybe they're just working out what maybe the final appearances of them will be and working backwards from there. but much like your armor being built to become more and more, what do you call it, detail oriented, perhaps they will do something similar with the spell casting. You looking at your face?
Yeah, they may have gone like the extreme ends, maybe to test the system and test the coding and everything, see how much it can take for stress with the biggest explosion-y stuff that they can make right now, and then dial it back for the lesser spells maybe.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense to me because it's easier to scale back than it is to envision forward. So
makes sense, but yeah, I don't know enough about it to be able to.
That's fair.
To make an educational guess as to what they're going to do.
I did see this is my favorite. Sorry. I really liked the last hair that they offered, but I think it was only for humans. But then this hair is being offered and it's really pretty. I really like the way that the braids look. I like the texture of the hair. I like the change in hairstyle because when I was testing, it was really boring and I was like, I want good hair. So I had changed my character's race to have the good hair, and now they have this hair and I'm like, okay, I can play elf again.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I think they did really good with the elf design, and even like this, it feels separate, like familiar but different.
Yes,
and I like it. I will say that somebody has an opinion on the Reddit saying that they really think that the elves have no like soul or life to them. But yet they're a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings elves, which are basically this.
Yeah, I hope it has dynamic movement. Me too.
The level 1, like to 10, maybe. So it'd be like the person hanging around in town for the first time, about ready to maybe go out and try to hunt a boar.
Oh man, I feel like I have to figure out how to make this exact costume and then redo the hair like that.
Oh, that hair will take you a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really like the hair. Love it.
It's so pretty. Oh man. Good job, Intrepid. I mean, I always say you guys do a good job, but good job. You like, here's my cap. Like you hit the cap and then you exceed it and the cap has to raise, and then you exceed it and the cap has to raise, and that's just constant. And I mean, the realistic look of it, as Sunfrog said, is just, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here for this game. It looks very realistic. I would love to see how the dynamic movement looks, as what Chip mentioned. And I'm so happy to see these types of hairstyles coming out, especially since we've seen game development updates in terms of like the playtesting videos that they've released and stuff like that, but we haven't seen a whole lot character-wise outside of concept stuff. It was really nice seeing the dwarf. It's really nice seeing the elven look currently. Honestly, there's just so many reasons why Intrepid Studios has kept my attention on Ashes. Yeah, this is also the first time we've seen a more thick female model, which, by the way, for those of you watching who are new to Ashes of Creation, there indeed will be a size scale. There will not be like preemptive, skinny, thicker, thickest, whatever. Everything is going to have like a slider to it. You're going to be able to adjust things, and really changes the game. Super still excited for the character creation tool to come out so I can play with it.
Me too.
Yeah, I was so happy to see him go on about how there's definitely going to be a character creator with all the tools you can imagine ready for you ahead of time.
Yes, and I think you can import your character. So day one at launch, you can just be like, this is my character. I already made her or him. Or it, if you're Tolnar. I don't know if you have a race or a gender or not. You're Tolnar race. I don't know.
Tolnar is as Tolnar does.
Exactly. Your gender is Tolnar.
Yeah, like TL said also, like the face is even improved over what we've seen before. It's not like a lifeless, weird doll face.
Oh
where you
my
look at it and say, there's no way there's a soul behind that.
The first time I saw that, I was a little like confused because I was like, look at all this beautiful artwork that they've created. I mean, right here I have the cleric from back in the very beginning when they were selling posters. I have the cleric here, and that looks really good. But I think seeing it in the game for the first time, I was like, oh, where's all the facial, like, not features, but just detail? Like, it was just flat, really, to me. So,
Yeah.
Alizar says, I hope the sliders won't be too extreme. So some people make unproportional small heads and big head shoulders, for example. Yeah, although I must admit that'd be really funny. Guild Wars 2 had a April Fool's prank one year where they made everybody's head huge. It was pretty funny. So.
But yeah, I don't think they'll be too extreme to be able to make it crazy unproportional. I think it'll probably be enough so it'll look reality. Odd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a
I would be surprised if it was a really, really not to scale and like unproportional to things. I'd be surprised by that, but
especially with how many times Steven's been like, I want reality and lore reasons for everything.
Yeah,
exactly.
The other thing I will say is the facial features you're seeing right now, this is just base. There's no emotion added. So obviously they're going to look lifeless. They're T-pose. They're just, there's no emotion added yet. I'm interested in seeing how the emotion is going to be added and how that will look. But again, what she's wearing right now, I can definitely see being an entry-level character and level 1 to 10 or 15 and wearing something like this. It looks very natural for the environment, in my opinion.
Yeah, an elf barely hitting her first century, ready to go out and adventure on her own.
Wonder why they grayed out the dwarf faces. That was basically paint over the face. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know why they do that. I don't know if they actually do the faces when they do the armor model shows. Because every time I think I've seen, like, if I think back, all the armor previews that they've done, I don't think they have faces on them.
Fair,
Did they paint over the face, or did they just have a hollow armor?
It's not. I just don't think it's there. I don't think they've done them.
I went back too far. I'm just letting it go. But
because I thought anyway that it was just.
I like that mount, by the way.
A see-through thing, and it was just gray on the back, but I could be wrong.
I hope that mount is available for purchase, and if it is, I will purchase it immediately. Something about it screams realistic Pokemon.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah, it's weird looking at it. It looks like it is it's in the shape of a face, but it's all gray. So yeah, it looks like they actually erased out the dwarf that was in it.
It's already been sold. Oh no, I missed it. Okay, see, this is what I get. I guess I'll have to get a similar. How the hell do you write it without being? Oh no.
Carefully, I think is the answer to that question. Very, very carefully, and things tucked in that can be tucked.
Oh jeez.
Yes. With much practice on something like this, like a tide snapper, without as many pokey things everywhere.
Yes, so true.
I like how they're all looking different directions. They're so cute.
Yeah. It was cool to see it interacting with the water like that, though.
Yeah.
Little splashes when they move their fins.
Yeah.
Splooshy.
This is really cool. I forgot about this. This is really neat. It's very much got the necromancer vibe to it, and specifically like a raven
plague doctor
necromancy feeling. The staff is unique. I actually hope to see more staffs like this. I was really hoping, and maybe this is me being used to a certain archetype, but I was really hoping cleric would be more staff oriented and less like, I don't know what you even call those, but
hey, pause. Let's check the face.
Oh.
No, maybe they did just grey it out. I can't tell. But they never, for the armor pieces like that, I don't there's loads that I think I've seen where it's just the armor.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, if you like zoom in on the face on the left, you can actually see it's like the shape of a face outline being cut out away from like the other side of his.
Here, I will do that.
I don't even know the
quick.
cloth on the side of his head.
Guys, here. I'm aware about that wood chip, or not wood chip. Sorry, theater. About the armor or the weapon not being included.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm aware. It was just more so saying that I like the look of it, and that I was hoping that the clerics would actually utilize the staff more. Sorry, I'm thinking as I'm changing things. Hiya, Horrendous. Welcome in.
Hey, Horrendous. How's it going?
Hi,
Yeah,
Horrendous.
more clericy. Less
more clericy.
barbarian with a clubby.
Yeah, exactly. And they did say, all classes can use whatever thing that they want, but some are more viable. I really hope that they make the staff viable, because I like the look of staffs. They're cool. I've also, if I want to cosplay, I would like a staff and not.
I could be wrong, but I think the staff is the main cleric thing, isn't it?
Okay. Because here, I think he has a staff here too. Maybe. I think I saw something about scepters or something along that line being the main. I think that's where I got the interpretation of that. But
yeah, I thought I remember scepter being something to do with the cleric as well, because when I played APOC, I was really happy about that fact because I actually loved the drifter.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I zoomed in.
That one was either really great or really terrible.
I don't know if this is easier for you guys at all, but you miss having the book. I know that book was so cool. You just like open it up and drop a massive bomb in the middle of like an area and shake the whole world. It's crazy. Oh man, but so many things this development update.
I like it. But yeah, if you look at the little facey thing on that dwarf, you can kind of see on the left side of the left one.
Like the nose outline.
You can see a nose shape, can't you, and stuff. Yeah, I'm guessing they do the face, and they just. Also, my phone's going off. They just grey it out.
I wonder if there's like, I'm not really familiar with 3D modeling, but maybe there's a thing where you can turn off one layer and the bottom layer could be the person, and then you could just turn it off and it just grays it out. Maybe that's. Could be.
Yeah, I can't even hazard a guess. I'm
not good at 3D modeling. But let's see. Oh, there was the dev discussion about I'm just gonna stop back to main, about the login rewards, and a lot of people said no. And I actually liked one person's response where they elaborated no, because somebody who maybe wants to take time off to go take their significant other out or see family should not be punished for not logging in that day. And additionally, logging into the game should be rewarding enough. Somebody who can spend 7 hours for 2 days to play the video game should get the same amount of enjoyment as somebody who can spend 2 hours for 7 days of playing. So still 14 hours of gameplay being put in, just different variations of it. But what are your guys' thoughts?
I am still of a mind that I liked the coin system that was being mentioned by Steven, just because if you miss a day or two or even a week, it's whatever. If you miss 2 weeks, it's whatever. You missed out on 14 tokens.
Yeah.
You can't even buy, like, let's just say, theoretically, you can't even buy a piece of cosmetic armor with that. You can buy a half a piece of cosmetic armor. Okay, what did you really lose by taking 2 weeks off of the game?
Right.
Nothing. But what did you gain? I mean, I'm closer to getting another cosmetic. That's pretty cool. But it's not earth-shattering, it's not game-breaking, it's not disastrous, but it's a little something like, hey, you logged in for X amount of days.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
I'm a big fat no. for the login rewards, because in my time in WoW, I think I probably did like 5 dailies because I actually hate being told what to do. I hate having to do something because that's what the game's telling me to do. I don't like it. I don't like doing dailies. And I feel like when you get rewards for logging in, it either becomes a burden or it feels like a chore. And I don't want it to be like that. I want to be able to play when I want to play and not feel obligated to have to log in because I might miss out on a reward, because I'm going to fear of missing out. No, I don't want that at all. I want to play when I want to play. I want to be excited to play the game. I want to log on to play the game, not to gain rewards. So yeah, for me, it's a big fat no.
And I think the incentive difference there is interesting. Wood chip, thank you.
Wood chip,
thank you, wood chip.
But I like the incentive difference there. I like that. On the one hand, your incentive to log in is to try to get a piece of cosmetic or whatever from the coin that they're offering. And the other hand is if you need a login incentive to log into the game every day, then obviously, and this is very generically speaking, not towards Ashes of Creation whatsoever, but it's obviously not as fun of a game as it could be given that you need an incentive to play it in the first place, aka login rewards.
I understand that. I'm not so against rewarding people that have subscribed to the game. So say if someone's had like a subscription for 10 months out of 12 months, then they could get a reward that way, because then you don't feel obligated to have to be on if you don't want to, or if you've got something to do. You've already paid the month, so that's counted towards your 10.
Right.
Because I remember Blizzard did something like that after 10 years.
Yeah.
Remember they sent out a real life like metal statue thing to people that had subscribed for 10 years. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Damn. And and that's something I could get behind too. Like I totally see your point of view. Like I could see that being a little bit annoying, I guess, for lack of better phrasing. Like to always have to feel like you're missing out on something. I just personally am not absolutely against it as much as some other folks are, as long as it's within reason. Like if they start giving out epics and legendaries and money and potions and stuff like that, that's, to me, that's a different story altogether. But
yeah. I liked also what Theater said. I like rewards based on sub time, and I feel like also rewards based on friendship referrals, like what Final Fantasy did, where you refer people and initially you both get a reward where you can both get an increase to experience gain for a period of time or up until a specific level. And then over time, as your friend also continues to subscribe, you get more benefits the longer that they're subscribed as well. And wood chip, very, very kind of you. Thank you. But unless it's behind, I think it's behind. Yeah, Streamlabs is behind. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
But I think
so. An extra thank you is never a bad thing.
Yeah, true. I think it's important though, because again, the time spent is time spent one way or another. If I can't log in for a couple of days because I'm really busy with work, but I can log in a couple of days during the weekend, or it's a 3-day weekend, so I've already planned to devote all of my free time to Ashes. Sorry, love. Then like I shouldn't lose out on that reward. On the other hand, hey, a bonus incentive is a bonus incentive, but it shouldn't be the primary incentive. So
yeah, and I
do that information that you will, Intrepid.
Yeah, I keep behind sub rewards too. Even sub time, like counted in days or months or whatever. But also, Ultima Online did an anniversary thing too. Excuse me. Like every year they did something different for the veterans, the veteran rewards they called it. Mm-hmm. And the one year, the one of the most coveted that I remember is a reusable dye tub. So you could always re-dye your clothing forever.
Oh,
it was
that's
like
cool.
a 5-year reward, and you could
Nice.
only people who had been a veteran that year, because I think it was every year it was something different. Rather than everybody who hit 5 years got that, it was everybody who was a veteran and subscribed for at least a year at that point got that gift.
Nice.
So that was a very coveted year.
Yeah, it's always nice to be like, I know WoW does it. I have to talk about WoW because in any MMO that I played for a really long time, apart from Star Wars Galaxies back in whenever that was, and WildStar, and
Yeah.
but yeah, you obviously have your achievements in WoW, so like you've got your 1 year achievement login and stuff, but you don't actually get anything worthwhile. I don't think that I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not really much of anything. Like, I think games have kind of stepped away from that and gone towards the daily login rewards now,
And
or the daily quests and stuff like that.
yeah. And yeah, Theodore says EQ2 does do vet rewards. And Woodchip said, as I was getting towards with the topic bring up, that, he is now rethinking the daily rewards based off of our response. So everyone who is just joining us for the first time, if you do not think that your input matters, that should be one of the many proof options out there that it does. There was multi-boxing, there was this, there's been a few others that have changed their viewpoints, and this is all because they're trying to make the game better for us. It's not really the outcry of the many or the few, but rather good, solid feedback is, I think, what wins them over the most. Valid feedback with explanations as to why, rather than just ragey. Yeah, don't do it. Table flip. That being said, they did say that the next Alpha 1 preview pretest is going to be February 19th to the 22nd. That's another 4 hours. Oh, no.
Yes, that's easily a 4-hour show, if not 7.
Right. But I think they mentioned the live stream, something about possible reopening of Alpha 1 sales at the end of February.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to rewatch it, but I think it still sounded like it probably will more than likely maybe happen. I don't think he said definitely, right? Or was there a definite?
I didn't hear one, but let me paraphrase what I remember him saying, because I was moderating, so I miss a lot of the stream. I'm sure he said there was a really good amount of data and information found, but then he kind of switched to saying about selling them again. So I was like, did I just hear that? So I'm
that's
not
about
sure.
What I heard.
Okay.
It sounded like there was a whole lot of data, and it looks like we'd be able to. We'll probably end up doing that. And, probably around the end of the month with the website and everything. And there was some probablys in there.
Yeah. At the end, we'll probably be okay, after the 22nd. Yeah. Especially because after that, we start doing our 1 week, and then later on in April, we'll be doing the 1 month. I actually was initially going to be sweating for this next Alpha 1 pretest because I was planning to be traveling during that time, but then we've pushed our thoughts back to April. So
is that why you decided to cancel it? Oh my gosh.
No, that's not why. It just added. No, the truth is, I actually, and this may or may not affect our podcast, but I'm actually in the last part of my internship, and I am under close inspection, for lack of a better wording for it. And if I do well, then I will be offered the job. So I'm pretty excited.
Yay. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
So going to apologize if over the course of the next X amount of time, we end up maybe not being able to do another podcast. We're going to try really hard, but every once in a while, it's been a rough stretch here.
Yeah.
With, between the 2 new jobs and everything. So
yeah. And
sorry about last week.
Yeah, I apologize. I wasn't feeling very well, and
were you sick? Were you poorly? Did you have sickness in the early time of the daytime? You know, like in the morning.
Like in the morning.
Did you have like
No,
sickness?
Z, stop it. I
What
just
curses
had,
are you wishing upon us?
right? Goodness, not yet. Not yet. I'm
Are you
not
feeling
ready.
better?
I am. Thank you. Yeah, I think it just might have been something I ate because for a couple of days I think I had like the tummy
I bet
flu.
it was.
So
Yeah, and then not being able to really sleep it off throughout the day kind of took a toll later on.
yeah, I was trying really hard to not lose any time with work because again, I'm under a lot of stress of performance. So I'm worried that if I took that time, I would have lost performance. Oh my gosh. Oh no. What are you guys doing? Stop it.
What? We're not doing anything. I'm just conversing with your
Oh no.
your audience.
Oh no.
I see.
But yes, the other thing is I learned that at some point I put my computer on silent mode, which may have affected some of our live streams. So I apologize for that. I am still relatively a noob when it comes to PCs. This is my first actual built PC. And before that, I mainly operated off of laptops. And they didn't have spiffy control options like overclocking and gaming mode. So still learning not to push all the buttons, even though they're shiny.
Yes,
'Cause
the
I
first
don't know what
power
they do.
machine.
Touch the shinies.
I touched the shinies and then I broke my computer.
No.
Womp
Oh
womp.
no.
But that being said,
Womp
I think Vertec has plans to get up on the videos that we're behind on. So as always, until those of you who see this on YouTube see it, as always, until we're caught up, we are sorry we're not caught up. There's a lot of stuff going on constantly. We think we have a weekend to ourselves and then we realize, nope, we don't. There's actually already plans created. So yeah, it's just,
Where boss says, hey, by the way, could you go ahead and do some stuff? And both of us are so new in our job, we can't just be like, not this weekend, boss. We both have to be like, yes, absolutely.
yeah,
I will
let
do
me drop
anything for
everything.
you.
Yeah.
I'll
So,
do anything for love, but I
But that
won't.
being said, I got a little
won't
bit of
do
progress
that.
made. I won't do that.
Oh no.
Maybe you can
Oh,
hire
man.
an
Oh,
editor
man.
from Fiverr to do them. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing either, just because
At least get
I
us
do
caught
such
up.
a basic job for editing to put up on YouTube,
True.
and it'd be nice to get somebody who actually puts more effort into them.
Also-
and I'm not saying like I don't put effort, but I put
True.
effort into like the audio,
Yeah, he's the
and making sure we
audiophile
all
of us.
sound good.
This is why you shouldn't get me
and-
on, because I'm actually so loud. It must be so irritating to like edit the videos that I'm in.
So as I was saying, I made some progress last. No, seriously, I made some progress on some stuff last weekend, and this weekend I'm hoping to get a couple done so that
Yeah.
by the end of the weekend we can get some stuff actually uploaded.
And I know we say this often. I don't feel like we say this often enough, though. What you guys see on the screen is actually thanks to all of you, Woodchip, Theater Elf, Sunfrog, whoever comes in and supports us with your time, with your viewership, with your donations. All of that has gone to the lovely layout that we have now. And we couldn't have gotten this far without you. And we appreciate you guys coming to us. And we are working very hard endlessly to make sure that we bring you better and better content. And I'm hoping this year we can even set the bar higher on the type of content that we provide to you. One of the things that is going to help is, should I get this new job, my evenings will free up. So I will be able to actually help Vertec out with planning and preparation a lot more, as well as hopefully get back to what we had at one point back in September, where we had a whole list. Thank you, Air.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully
much
we can get
appreciated.
back. We do it for the content hugs. Yay, hugs. Hopefully we get back to the way we had it in September, where we have a list of who's going to be coming on, because actually on the ending screen, we have an area for future guests and the dates that they're going to be on. But we need to actually get to the point where we can actually utilize that. So working hard on that.
Gotta get back on track.
Otherwise, you end up with like random people just coming on to chat. So,
Like Z's, just random Z's. and just neck down videos for a good portion of the stream.
Oh, loudy. But yeah, hopefully, and somebody please feel free to hold us to this, but hopefully by the end of this year, we'll have at least a decent semblance of a website up.
Yes.
Because we've been working on the skeletal design and theories behind what it's going to offer.
And we've been making contacts that can help us.
Yeah, we're trying to find some decent, and it's weird, but we're looking for like star-crossed things to align and whatnot, because we needed to find a good full stack developer. Because as much as we'd love to have Bree do it all, she's still newer on the end of things. So we need somebody who's experienced, and there's a few tools I want on there that are going to take some horsepower with setting up.
Yeah, and
so we got to find somebody who's good with that also enjoys games and is also, is also okay with not getting paid initially. At least not much right away. Like we're going to end up like somehow trying to generate some revenue and do like profit sharing with them or whatever.
Very nice, Horrendous. Please share us that link when you're done.
Ooh. Yeah, do please. As soon as you get that done, man, let us know. We'll get you on here to talk about it.
If you don't mind, I'm going to go through what I'm going to call the Q&A hat shot round, where I'm going to go through the questions and answers that were outlined. By the way, a lot of our stuff is nice. Got all the new cosmetics on there now. Nice. Very nice. The Vera Caravan. I like it. We got all of our information from Ash's Post, our wonderful favorite friends of Ash's Post, who always do a transcript of the live streams. And if you don't have the time to watch or the ability to, for example, like us today working, they give a very nice synopsis with a link to a Google Docs of more information. So it's a very good thing to check out, ashespost.com. For their transcripts. So a few questions I like are, will tavern NPCs only be able to sell items to players, or will they be able to buy items as well? The answer is merchants in general have the ability to both buy and sell. How might marriage affect housing? Will freeholds stay separate? Yes, they will be separate, but one of the big benefits, there is a family system in the game, but the marriage is a +1 to that system. If I want to send a mail to players without any items, will it be sent instantly? Yes, instantly. However, it needs some in-depth planning. Obviously, resources will not be allowed to be mailed. Oh my goodness. Yes, sorry. Again, Streamlabs over here taunting me with the late response. Will you be able to change your character's race for augment purposes? No, your primary archetype selection and race selection will be final. So you cannot decide halfway into being a rogue that you actually want to be an archer or a bard. Sorry. Streamlabs needs some coffee. I agree. It needs a slap. Oh no. Will paths and roads be pre-generated, or will they dynamically come into existence? They said our road system in game is essentially driven by pre-placed routes that lead to the main artery of what was once the ancient highway system of Vera. And from there are roads that become exposed as nodes expand, which are like veins. Some roads are shared by multiple nodes from the node itself. You might have other roads that branch out as well, like capillaries. It's like, for some reason, I'm getting very big, like, anatomy and biology vibes.
Yeah. I really liked that answer, actually. I mean,
the
question was awesome.
Solid answer.
And when they said both, it was like, oh, nice.
It's a great analogy also. Do you have a player toggle for chat bubbles? Yes. Will summoners be able to rename their summons? I think it would be cool. You won't be able to rename the creature type, but yes, it would be cool to allow you to rename it. And in what ways will I be able to interact with the map or a mini-map, pins, pings, notes, etc.? And they said, it's super important for us to be able to do this. We want to provide guild leaders with the administrative tools to get this done. So yes, we'll provide you with the tools to do so. What happens to mule inventory on death? If the mule dies, its corpse will allow looting. And finally, will other players be able to view the contents of a caravan before attacking or defending? No, but you'll have plenty of visual indicators presenting it in the mesh to give you an idea from far away. So basically, you're going to jump up on this caravan and possibly see things like smithy tools or something inside of it, maybe some furniture pieces, and be able to see from the outside, get an idea of what's on the inside. Kind of nifty.
And yes, as Woodchip mentioned, Stephen talked about some very devious mechanisms in the games. So
Stephen sounds like a naughty boy.
Don't follow him as an example. Things like littering the ground with little items so that people have to load all those little items when they come to attack your town, and it slows them down. That's terrible.
Renaming pets.
Yeah, and then all the summoners renaming all of the pets to match the guild leader's name so that they don't get shot down in the middle of a battlefield. Oh my gosh.
Tut.
Had a devious guy there. At least it says, he thinks of all the stuff, right?
Yeah. But those are some really good questions that were brought up. It was unique from what I saw before, at least. I know that we get often very...
Yeah, he made them
repetitive.
Do it.
Oh my goodness.
I like that. There wasn't much detail on that. He just said, I made all the summoners change all their pets' names to mine. Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, lordy. And of course, the most important piece of art to come out of there is the Thunderbird. Just saying.
Yes, it's very pretty. I also, speaking of arts, I was actually getting this set up on behind the scenes. This is by the Mean Bunny. Yes, the Mean Bunny. I said that right. Okay.
They're all mean.
But I
mean.
kind of like this. This is a cute little drawing. I could see this person being maybe a character artist in the future, trying to design your little scenery.
Looks like a variant of the lo-fi hip-hop girl.
I actually had the pleasure of talking to Bunny today through DMs, and I'm pretty sure she started this today.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's a really quick producer of art.
Jeepers.
Well, Bunny, if you see this, we like your art, and we happily take your idea of the Golden Feather Tavern and of Vertec and I. And we would love to showcase that. Sorry, there is a cat scratching on my door. I don't know if you can hear that.
Attacking the door. Yeah.
Yes.
The question here is it your cat?
No, it's my roommate's cat.
But it's not a random cat that's just come
in. No.
Johnny,
it's a kitty we know.
Yeah, it's a kitty we know. She just for some reason wants to be in my room. And
she's very insistent. She knocks on the door.
Oh.
Very, very aggressively. And now there's the scratching. Okay, but yes, so Bad Bunny, we would love to see more of your art. I see that this is dated for today underneath your name. And it looks cute. I like it. If those of you have an idea, maybe you could go to Bad Bunny and offer up some semblance of, hey, here's tributes to your wonderful art. Can you make me character art for my character? That'd be cool. I always see that on Instagram, like all the people that make character art for Final Fantasy and like World of Warcraft players. And I'm just like, oh, it feels so realistic.
I like it. The art thing that I wish I could do.
Good. Yeah, she is good. Oh, whilst we're talking about art, and I know it's your stream, but please may I do a little...
Go for it. Have the chair.
Go.
Okay, so guys, listen up. There's a super secret plan going down on the AOC Discord right now. Okay? It's a secret, so we have to keep it quiet. But if anyone would like to take part in, I have to word this carefully, a fan art project, please message me on Discord Z #2633. I am a moderator. I am in red. I am the person with the cat picture that you can see on the Discord. I know we're live. It's fine. I haven't said anything what it's about. Okay, so yeah, if anyone has any artistic skill that would like to join in with a fan art project, or if you just have a heart of gold and you would like to join in too, then also please message me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Should help out.
I felt like that was good enough to not drop the ball or to. Yeah. Okay. Good. Perfect.
And I've actually just put an announcement in our Discord. So if you guys would like to find Z very quickly, there's an announcement there for you to message her privately. So
thank you. Oh, can I add one more thing?
Yes, by all means.
As long as it's only one more thing.
It is.
2 is out of bounds.
It is 100% the thought that counts. So yeah. But yeah, please message me and I can talk about it more freely. Yeah.
I cannot draw a stick figure correctly, and I'm going to take part in this. So just saying, if I can do it, you can do it.
And so is Jibia.
Yes, I have plans already. Good. I just had to figure out how to do it.
I already informed her that she was taking part.
Thank you guys for taking part as well.
I formed her.
Did not ask me. He informed me, which I said if it's for Z, I'm down.
Thank you. I mean, I really appreciate that. And thank you for letting me chat about it as well.
No problem. And thank you for doing this. I'm sure it will mean a lot. Voluntold. Exactly. Hello, welcome in, by the way.
I like that.
Yes. You have been voluntold. And I think that's all I can think of to talk about today.
I could think of more, but I mean, we're kind of, how you feeling about the time?
Well,
I have a coffee.
8:20. You're going to be up for hours. Well, it is almost 8:30. I don't know. Is there anything that chat wants to talk about? Because, I mean, we're here. We can talk about just nothing horribly lengthy, like add-ons.
Yeah, no add-ons, no damage meters.
Oh, I was going to say damage meters. No.
Because I did find there was a nifty conversation going on, or not conversation really, but it was an interesting topic anyway. With it was from George Black on the forums talking about keyboard and mouse versus controllers in MMORPGs.
I do hear that some people prefer controllers and stuff, but I feel like keyboard and mouse is just such a classic way to go. There's so many combinations that you can set up to fit your desires and your lifestyle. For me, whenever I try to use the
corruption never turns into a 400 product. Never.
For me, when I use controllers, I end up not getting the hang of it very well. And it ends up being kind of difficult for me to do anything. I feel like I perform way better on keyboard and mouse, but I think that's probably because I grew up playing World of Warcraft with a Naga and a big keyboard and just like thumbing everything.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
Wonderful.
I don't think that you can get quite as much into a controller as you can keyboard and mouse. And I know some people say like skills gap and whatnot, which is some of the post points that George made. His skill gap between them isn't that huge and all that. But if you need to set a controller down to type to somebody in a massively multiplayer online game, then that kind of, to me, takes something out of it. Because if I'm playing with a keyboard, I can just immediately type out something.
Yeah, true. Or there's Discord, you know. Woodchip says I can add all kinds of questions and thoughts, but you guys need some sleep.
Oh, I know. I'm good. I'm not sleepy. Z's a sleepy one.
Well, she is. Like,
sorry, I was busy messaging someone.
Or something.
We've got another person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. Can't wait to see how that turns out. I like a good fan art project. But I will say, should anything change with our podcast, be it later on the same day or a different day entirely, we will keep you 100% updated. Maybe I could just talk to you guys about the Golden Feather happenings, if that's okay. There's been some things I was wanting to run by you guys for a little while. Just thoughts, gauging interest in general. Vertec and I, though playfully initially, had mentioned a couple of times maybe getting like a mug with like the Golden Feather as soon as we figure out exactly how we'd like to have it, but like maybe stamped on there or something, maybe wood burned, but maybe a very taverny, very Ren Fairish kind of feel. Merch. Yes, we don't have a merch yet.
Oh, geez. Now I got to click that link and see what it shows them.
Oh, no.
Please be patient. Okay, good. Oh, wait. Okay. No, there is. What? No, there is stuff there. Oh, wow.
Oh, no. What's there? Now I have to look.
We should
now I have to look. I can't not look.
Well,
probably turn that off. No, yeah, there's a merch store that comes when you sign up for the Streamlabs stuff.
Oh,
it's like, hey,
okay.
You have a free merch store. Here you go.
Yes.
And I wanted to just see what the stuff was. And the first thing I had to do was upload a logo. So I'm like, here's a logo. What is there on this? Oh, okay, cool. We'll check this out later.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, it's set it up now. You jerks.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, don't buy that. That's not what we're looking at. But maybe something like the Golden Feather sign we have already, or something along those lines. Just kind of getting ideas if you guys are interested. If so, I can start looking around for stuff like that. It'd be another way for you guys to support us and also have some memorabilia. Pardon me. Just, I don't know, things that might be cool. I don't know if this is, again, something you guys are interested in, but you guys are super awesome, and we're all about community here. And if you guys think about us when somebody says the word community, then I am super happy. Aw, thank you.
I need a new coffee mug if you could make sure the cups are big.
Yeah, well, they have to be big because Vertec only demands nothing smaller than this, and this is kind of big, so nothing smaller than this, because he likes a big old cup of coffee in the mornings.
Same. Who doesn't like a big cup of coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Well, me, because it lasts me like I literally just finished my coffee because this is so big. So.
Well, that's what happens when you're all of like 12 pounds.
It wires me all day. Just drink it slowly. This is all I need.
No,
you
gulp it. How do you not know how to drink a cup of coffee? You slurp it away. Slip it down.
Oh yeah, wordling.
Sore subjects.
We are
Good
working
coffee.
on upgrading and updating that YouTube, by the way. I think our last uploaded episode was almost a year ago.
Sorry, guys.
I think it was before we had Maggie and Toast on, actually.
I super apologize. 4 months ago. 4 months ago is our last update. I am so sorry. Yes, so where do I begin? Back when COVID first happened, we kind of fell behind because he ended up having to work from home. They had a bunch of extra hours added onto them. I lost my job, so I was doing whatever I could find for work to pay rent. And
I think I was pushing like 72 hours a week of work.
Yeah. He was doing, because he was training somebody and then he was doing the normal hours. It was just crazy. So actually somebody mentioned possibly going to Fiverr and finding somebody to edit for us. Vertec does have a better job, but he is still pushing many, many hours. And some weeks it's nicer than others, but sometimes you just want to relax when you have your time off instead of doing more work. So it's been a work-life balance. And if I knew how to edit very well, I would, but he's more the audiophile than I am. So he'd probably catch things that I would miss. But yes, our hope is to maybe be able to get these videos either uploaded by us who have edited them, or edited by somebody else and then returned to us and then uploaded. Whatever means we are trying to get caught up is in the plans. I actually am making plans to have separate time to myself on the weekends so he can dedicate time to editing podcasts.
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll have, hopefully we'll have everything uploaded and done by the end of next month for sure. But
what did you guys have for dinner?
We have for dinner? Nothing.
Because you both got some really bad indigestion going on.
Oh no, I had gas. I had a soda earlier, like right before coming on, so it's just bubbling up now is all.
Yeah.
Maybe you need some coffee to like flatten it down.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there's a question. Could a non-OW PvP exist in Vera? Only the caravan sieges basically structure PvP. This is a huge question, but I think it might be the avenue. I think it might be I don't know, that AOC can go down, and avenue that AOC can go down. Just looking for thoughts, probably not tonight. Maybe just upload the current video and don't worry about the older ones.
But see, I don't know, because we've had some really good and fun talks with people, though.
Yeah, open world, thank you. Sorry, my mind's not working at the moment.
The one thing I was debating on is uploading the current one and then going back slowly and uploading the other ones, but then it would be weird and out of order. And it would make me twitch every time.
I can, when I upload it, I can set the recording date. Like it shows like a date recorded, and I put the date that we had the live stream. So it is possible. It's gonna be uploaded very late and out of order of the other ones, but I can have one playlist that's like 2020 and older, and then another playlist that's 2021 and newer or growing kind of thing. So maybe I could do that. Wow, Cryprim, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in.
Thanks for stopping by with your party.
Thank you for the raid.
It's a blinky.
Blinky blinkers. I know it's hard to see. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know. Open world PvP, non-open world PvP, like just caravan sieges, basically structured PvP. I think so because kill them. No. Welcome them. But I think it's a good avenue because there's some of us like, I don't know if you guys remember Aloha. I think that's how you say her, Aloha. She and I are very much not PvP people. So it would be nice to have something like that. I think it's definitely doable. World of Warcraft is doable. There's servers on World of Warcraft where it's open world PvP and non-open world PvP. So it's very doable. It just, will that affect their entire game development is the question.
I think that it could be doable because basically saying, could there be a PvE only except for organized activities, which I think it could exist. I think it could be a thing. I don't see them actually doing it because they're very much in the state of mind of, decisions have consequences and it's a massively multiplayer, et cetera, there's got to be risk versus reward and all that. So I don't think they would. I think it could exist and I think it could be good. And I use the term good in a kind of loose sense just because I believe it would be hard for caravan open world PvP to be a super big thing if most people are expecting to do PvE and then randomly jump into a PvP thing to do something like that. And so you'd need to carry your PvP stuff and hope that when you flag in for attacking a caravan, it's not going to, lock you out of changing your gear. And then you have to get your gear put on. Yeah,
sorry. Something Woodchip just said reminded me of a great idea. We do have our Discord, and we do actually have PvP tags, PvE tags, a mixture of both. This might be a great question because we've been trying to figure out how to facilitate more conversation on the Discord. This might be a great question to pose on the Discord for people to answer, and then maybe we can cover it for next week. I really like this question. I'd like to see how in depth it goes, or even the forums, and then we could just link it there. But I think it's really cool. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know if it would work.
Yeah, I don't think it would be, I think, as in-depth or contested, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends if... No, I just don't think it would work. Because there's so many things incorporated into Ashes that are to do with PvP.
Yeah.
So, like, the whole node system, it wouldn't be a war. Not saying about the node sieges, but even just there's someone farming a plant, let's kill them. People would be safe to farm in their node. So the more people in a node, they'd all be safe. So it would just be a numbers game at that point.
Yeah.
And then,
Even further, the thing that would really be, I think, dangerous to mess with is going to be like sieges on nodes. There's going to basically on a PvE quote unquote server where there's not open world PvP, because that's where all the the Care Bears and whatnot are going to go. The people who don't want to do PvP at all, so they want to avoid as much as they can. And that's where they're going to go. And so there's going to be one metropolis on the entire server that's going to be dominated by PvP people. They're all going to take it over. They're probably going to be a military node, and that gives them all the nifty benefits of whatever that gives. And they're going to just decide how the entire server runs.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's just what's going to happen. Because if they don't like how you're leading your guild or your metropolis or whatever, they're going to just up and wipe you out.
Yeah. It's a good question.
Yeah. And it would also, I could imagine it being like how it is in Rust. So obviously, imagine the metropolis is run by PvPers, and then they do have pure PvEers that do the farming. They'll just recruit everybody. So they'll have the core members that will be the PvPers, and then they'll have the PvEers to support with the farming for the resources.
Yeah.
That's how I would see that happening.
But, I'm just genuinely interested in seeing how this is all going to play out. Because, again, I don't really like PvP, but if I don't have to be worried about being attacked because I'm not personally attacking back. Like, if people do that whole respect thing of, hey, if they don't attack you back after you attack them, just leave them be kind of thing. Then that'll be really, really cool. Just because, like, I feel like there's a time and place. Like, I'm not always in the mood for PvP, but when I try to get in the mood for PvP, then, I'll look for it. But otherwise, I like playing my game, and I am like the goody two-shoes that doesn't do anything wrong, so there's no reason to be attacked. I'm like, I just want to play the story. I want to see where the story goes. I don't want to attack other people, because why would I do that? I don't know. I don't personally have a reason to.
Because they have resources on them, because they're in your node, because you don't like them, because they've said something horrible, because they have a stupid pet, or they have a pet that you don't have, or
because they're wearing a cosmetic that you couldn't get.
Yeah, because they've got that cosmetic that you like, that turtle one.
So petty to me. I'm like, okay, I'll just wait for the resources to come back. I've got other things to do.
Wait, that turtle one. Are you talking about the rabies turtle one or the other turtle one?
The turtle one that was just shown today that Chibi wanted, but she couldn't.
The one that I called the Pokemon turtle. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't know it launched already for buying previously. I'm like, dang it. But yeah, have so many patches after launch. I'm aware, and I'm sure. I mean, launch week is going to be an interesting one in itself. Hopefully it's pretty bug free, but
Honestly, I'm almost kind of worried to see how people react come beta time or even alpha 2. Just to see the wave of, oh my God, there's so much stuff broken. They keep updating this. Well, yeah, that's especially in an alpha.
Yeah.
Like alpha 2 is still going to be continual, like wiping and reloading. And okay, servers are down for the day, but you just turned them on 2 hours ago. Yeah, but we tested what we wanted to and they're down for the day.
Or, hey, it broke something kind of detrimental and now we really need to go fix that before we let you test anymore. Maybe there was a data leak somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, A1 is pretty rough. But hey, as somebody put it, some people want to play the game to try to break it. Other people just want to play the game when it's done being broken. So there's different types of players everywhere. And paying to get into Alpha 1 and getting access to this stuff is very different. I remember being paid to do playtesting for companies. So I know that usually it's the other way around. But with so many of us used to this and being able to give actual good feedback for developers and all around the world, no less, because I saw on Reddit somebody was asking about, I think, alpha being available for people in the European area, and somebody was mentioning that there's a server in Frankfurt. So getting this diverse number of people, I think, is just going to be very important. And I hope A1 continues to be rough because we keep finding all the bugs so that A2 is less rough and we can find more of the other kinds of bugs, not the this is important, our game cannot function otherwise types of bugs. But more like, hey, I can run through rocks and fall through dungeons and run underneath the map kind of bugs.
Yeah, get all the structural network and coding stuff like really ironed out. That way it's just polished. And because even falling through the world is typically like some assets weren't quite touched together correctly rather than an actual coding issue. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to pretend I know what you mean. Yep.
Talking about like games that are out that are cost me $1,000 to get the crap beat out of me. You almost bow down to me. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm hoping that the following tests that we have this year are going to go smoothly and that A2 is sure to follow shortly after. I have no idea when this game is actually going to come back out. Not back out, but like come out, and it's supposed to come out last year. So that's what I mean by back out. I can't even begin to structure a projection on when this game might be out based off of the lack of my knowledge.
End of 2022. That's my guess.
Hopefully.
The rest of
I don't like this guessing
Alpha 1
game.
and Alpha 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's if I had to hazard a guess, that would be mine. It would be the rest of this year is Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. And then Beta 1 would be next year beginning. And then Beta 2 would be starting in about the middle. And then launch at the end of the year. Like every other game known to man, because they all want to launch in the holiday season for some reason.
Yes.
I'm not even going to guess. I'm not going to do it to myself. Nope. You can't make me. I'm an independent woman.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Cora is demanding attention, which I think means she needs to go outside. And we've kind of just sat here just projectively talking about random stuff for a little while, which I enjoyed. But I think now would be a good time to go ahead and end it. What do you guys think?
I don't mind either way.
Okay. Miswired on coffee now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 1:45 in the morning, so I have to have coffee. I wasn't expecting to be on. I just thought I'd offer. And you were like, yeah, okay. Let's get it on. Like, oh, no, okay. Yay.
Oh, no, now I actually have to do it. The thing I offered.
Now I can't go to bed and sneak off. I have to stay awake. And
Oh, my gosh.
it's always a pleasure, though. Like, I'm always here, unless I'm asleep, which I have been for the last month. But yeah, if I'm here, I'm happy to chat. As always.
Yeah. We're sorry that we didn't get you on before when you completely missed the podcast. You're like, no. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
So yeah, thank you for having me again.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. I just want to say everybody else, thank you for joining us as well. We really appreciate you guys coming out and watching us. We appreciate that you give us your viewership and your time. I'm not sure if anybody else is streaming Ashes of Creation stuff right now, but I mean, there's tons of other people that do it as well. And we appreciate you stopping to see our shows, and we will get the YouTube thing sorted out.
Yes, and everybody, definitely, as Bree said, we appreciate your time. Thank you for spending it with us. It's much appreciated. And
we'll see you next week at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Sorry, not Pacific time.
Whoa,
Eastern time.
Moved?
And 4 p.m. Pacific time. My bad. I was reading the flyer before I transitioned, so my mind was like, boop. But yeah, no, we didn't move our time. Our time is 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, weekly on Fridays. So make sure to mark us down so you don't miss our shows. We will see you next week. I will let you know as soon as I figure out if Wondering Mist is going to be our guest or if we have somebody else. And we look forward to chatting with you next time. Till then.
Bye, guys.
Later on.